Hey YouTube, Heartless Angel here. Welcome to a new segment I've made where I will be taking the strange and unexplained occurrences of the Pokemon universe and express my theories on what they could possibly mean or relate to. Now, before we begin, I have to make this clear. These are my theories, and therefore simply my opinions, not actual fact. Now, for the very first episode, I have one of the most talked about occurrences since Pokemon X and Y were released, the Ghost Girl of Lumiose City. Now, while by now most people probably know all about this girl, I'll briefly explain just who this girl is in case some people don't know. In Lumiose City, if you enter a certain building in North Boulevard and go to the second floor, the following will happen. Who is this mysterious girl? She uses the sprite of the Hex Maniacs found throughout the game, but there's something off about her. Why do the lights flicker just before she appears? Why does she float away from you? And what does she mean by,
"You're not the one"?
The identity of this ghost girl has been a subject of debate for a very long time, with some people simply writing her off as another Hex Maniac. However, I believe that her story is far more sinister than a simple Hex Maniac trying to scare you. If you go to Lumiose Station and walk to the opposite wall, look behind the sign. A message will appear saying,
"I'm going to go for help. Wait in the usual place."
Now this really rings to being connected with the ghost girl, who seems to be waiting for someone in that room. With this, the mystery deepens even more about just who this girl is, and who is she waiting for, and why? Why was she looking for help? Was she caught up in something she shouldn't have been? This notice just leaves you with more questions than answers, and it seemed like we would never know the truth about this ghost. That was until a new Pokemon was discovered by a group of hackers. Hoopa, the Mischief Pokemon, is a dual Psychic Ghost-type legendary that cannot be found through normal gameplay, and is more than likely an event Pokemon to be distributed sometime in the near future, similar to Diancie. Now, you're probably asking what a leaked legendary has to do with the Ghost Girl, correct? Well, in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, once you obtain the National Pokedex, you can go to Conalave City and encounter a young boy stricken with nightmares caused by Darkrai. You can cure the boy by traveling to Full Moon Island and obtaining the Lunar Wing. If you obtain the event-only item member card, you will be told that the same Darkrai causing the boy's nightmare will be awaiting for you on New Moon Island. This is proof that Nintendo ties in certain in-game events with event Pokemon or items. My theory is that Hoopa and the Ghost Girl are somehow connected. Hoopa's signature move, Hyperspace Hole, seems to indicate that Hoopa is perhaps not of this world, a theory not entirely unfeasible considering the fact that Deoxys came from space. However, I don't believe that Hoopa is simply a space traveler. No, it would seem that Hoopa is perhaps a Pokemon capable of moving between dimensions. Remember how I said earlier that the girl used the sprite of a Hex Maniac? Well, what if she and whoever the letter was for were dabbling in some dark arts, and accidentally brought Hoopa to our dimension? What if Hoopa's power was too much for them, and in searching for help to right their wrong, Hoopa caught up with one of them, and ultimately caused her demise? Yet another possibility is that Hoopa dragged the girl back into its own dimension, and the result is a ghostly figure trying to reach out for help from another dimension. Whatever the case may be, Hoopa's unique typing, classification, and signature move seem to suggest that it is a being not to be trifled with, and that this mysterious girl may have learned that the hard way. Well guys, I want to thank you for being a part of my very first episode of my Pokemon Theory segment. Please let me know what you think of this segment, and if you have any ideas about the Ghost Girl and Hoopa, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have theories of your own you'd like me to cover, please leave them in the comments as well. Thank you YouTube, and have a good day.